All right, grab your clubs. We're teeing off at the 2025 PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando for this deep dive.
Think of us as your guides.
Your personal guides to the future of golf, that is.
We've got a preview report and the post-show summary.
So buckle up, because we're about to uncover some seriously game-changing innovations.
Who knows, maybe we'll even answer the question.
Is golf getting a much-needed upgrade? I think so.
We'll see. We'll see.
We're talking cutting-edge tech.
Sustainability trends.
And
even some golf fashion.
First op,
Demo day.
January 21st.
The pre-show were the heavy hitters.
You know, Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist.
Let the pros loose on their new gear.
The preview report was buzzing about Callaway's new drivers
And irons.
for 2025. But I gotta say,
What?
TaylorMade's Stealth 3 driver,
Oh, yeah.
that's the one that caught my eye.
They're all about aerodynamics this time.
Aerodynamics.
For the average golfer.
What does that even mean? More distance?
Think of it like this. Less drag means faster swing speed.
Ah, so longer shots.
Exactly. Whether it actually helps you on the course, well, that's a different story.
We'll see if it lives up to the hype.
TaylorMade's definitely pushing the envelope.
And Titleist, what about them?
Their new golf ball.
Yeah, the precision one.
Is that for real or just marketing?
I mean, there's always room for improvement, right?
True.
The report did mention new materials in the core and the cover.
To reduce side spin?
Yep, for a straighter flight.
So less slicing and hooking.
In theory.
We'll have to see what the pros say.
Exactly.
But it wasn't all big brands.
Oh, no.
The preview hinted at some serious innovation coming from startups.
Ooh, interesting.
Especially in simulators, ball tracking, and putting analysis.
Sounds like a tech revolution brewing in golf.
What do you think? Is it really a revolution?
You're definitely onto something. These startups bring a fresh perspective, cutting-edge tech, of course.
Like what?
Think about it. Advanced simulators could make practice so much easier.
More accessible.
Absolutely.
Okay, but how?
Imagine
Honing your swing at St. Andrews.
the real St. Andrews.
In VR, right from your living room.
Wait, hold on. VR?
Virtual reality.
Right, but how would that even work for golf?
You'd put on a headset and be immersed in a 3D course.
Whoa.
You'd use real clubs,
No way.
and sensors would track every movement.
So you get feedback on your swing?
Real-time feedback.
That's wild.
It's almost like a video game, but with real physicality.
Okay. Color me intrigued.
But let's move on from demo day
To the main event,
and exhibition,
running January 22nd to the 24th.
where the real trends emerge.
And the summary report made it crystal clear.
What's that?
Swing analysis tech is getting a serious upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
They highlighted this one system,
Which one?
Sportsbox AI 3D.
I've heard of that one.
It uses motion capture to really analyze your swing.
So is that the future of golf coaching then?
Maybe. Imagine this.
Okay.
You get feedback on your hips,
Your shoulders?
even your wrist.
That's a whole new level of detail.
Like having a personal coach.
Scrutinizing your every move.
Exactly. But speaking of game changers,
Yeah.
the report talked about simulators using VR.
Right.
Right.
Augmented reality.
What's that?
It's like VR, but it overlays digital information onto the real world.
So in golf,
You could see a putting line.
projected right onto the green.
Exactly. Imagine that.
That's amazing. So instead of hitting into a screen at the range,
You could be on a real green.
with digital feedback.
It could make the game so much more accessible.
You know, for people who don't have time for a full round,
For sure.
but wouldn't some say it takes away from the real experience?
You know, being out on the course,
Yeah,
there will always be purists.
right.
But I think tech can enhance the game for
But
many
making it more convenient?
and more enjoyable.
That's a good point.
Speaking of enhancements,
Yeah,
the report highlighted sustainability as a major theme.
like eco-friendly golf courses.
Yes, there's a lot of buzz around those solutions.
Anything specific stand out to you?
Well, one that caught my eye was a new type of turf grass.
Oh, tell me more.
It's drought resistant and needs way less water.
Than the traditional kind.
Exactly. It could be a game changer for water conservation.
Especially with all the concerns about drought.
Absolutely.
It sounds like the golf world is finally going green.
Yeah, embracing environmental responsibility.
But what about the cost? Will courses be able to afford it?
Well, there are always costs with new tech,
True.
but think long term.
Okay.
Reduced water bills, lower maintenance, a better public image.
That's a compelling argument.
And speaking of shaking things up,
What now?
the show had a surprise partnership announcement.
Really? Who?
Powerbuild Holdings
Okay.
is teaming up with Head Sport GmbH
The tennis and ski company.
to launch a new line of head golf equipment.
I did not see that coming.
It's a bold move.
But why? What's the strategy there?
Power Built gets brand recognition, head gets a new market.
So it's a win-win.
I think it shows that companies outside of golf see its potential.
It's like everyone wants a piece of the pie now.
Exactly.
But let's not forget the style.
What about it?
The report mentioned the fashion show.
Ah,
Lots of buzz around PUTNAM's Royal Gardens collection.
inspired by European royalty.
Hand-painted garden patterns, can you imagine?
Golf fashion is getting a major makeover.
Do you think it's because of the younger players?
You know, trying to break away from the traditional image.
Maybe they want more personality.
Golf has always been a bit conservative,
Right.
but now we're seeing individuality and self-expression.
On and off the course.
Exactly.
So it's like golf is shedding its old skin.
Embracing a new era.
Now I have to know, what product reveals really blew you away?
Well, besides the TaylorMade driver and the Titleist ball,
Yeah.
I was really intrigued by the MGI Golf electric caddies.
Oh, yeah. What's so special about them?
They have GPS and gyroscope technology.
Wait, a gyroscope? And a golf caddy?
It helps with stability,
So it doesn't tip over.
even on uneven terrain.
And the GPS.
It's for navigation, so it follows you around the course.
Whoa, like a self-driving golf cart.
But a caddy.
Are we headed towards robot caddies then?
It's definitely a possibility.
I mean, some golfers might not like that.
Yeah, taken away from the tradition and skill.
Right.
But for others,
Yeah,
it could make the game more accessible.
for sure.
So it really depends on who you ask.
That's true.
Technology always sparks debate.
About its impact on tradition.
In the end, it's up to the individual golfer
I like that.
to decide how they want to play.
Now, what about those PAYNTR Golf Speed Classic shoes?
The ones designed with Jason Day.
They must be pretty amazing.
Well, they've got the star power,
for sure.
but the tech is what interests me.
Tell me more.
Lightweight materials, breathability, strategic support.
So they're designed for performance.
Absolutely. Looks aren't enough anymore.
Everything's got to enhance your game.
That's the trend.
And speaking of trends, the report mentioned the ING Media Showcase.
The international network of golf.
Right. It sounds like a big opportunity for smaller companies.
To gain some exposure.
Do you think those platforms are important?
Crucial for innovation, I'd say.
Why is that?
They give smaller companies a voice.
To showcase their ideas.
To connect with investors.
And ultimately,
To contribute to golf's evolution.
it's like a breeding ground for new ideas.
Exactly.
But it wasn't all business.
No.
The report mentioned the PGA Show education program.
With over 70 sessions.
For industry professionals.
A commitment to continuous learning.
It seems like the golf world is always evolving.
It's a dynamic industry.
And we can't forget the fun.
Oh, fun.
The PGA Show Winter Jam concert.
Oh, right.
It's a reminder that this event is about more than just business.
It's about celebrating the game.
And the people who love it.
Connecting with fellow enthusiasts.
Exactly. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
From tech to sustainability, partnerships, and even fashion.
It's clear that the golf industry is changing.
And fast.
But the question is,
What question?
what does the future of golf really look like?
Now that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder how all this might change things.
You mean, like, who plays golf?
Yeah, exactly. Could all this new tech bring in new people?
People who haven't really thought about golf before.
Maybe younger generations?
You know, we talked about VR simulators and AR on the green.
Right.
Could those actually make golf less intimidating?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine playing Pebble Beach
From your apartment.
in VR.
Yeah.
Or getting swing tips projected on your driving range.
Instead of just hitting into a net?
It could be a game changer.
And what about the eco-friendly courses?
The sustainable equipment.
Could that attract a whole new type of golfer?
Someone who cares about the environment.
You know, someone who wants to support responsible businesses?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
More and more people are thinking about their impact,
Their environmental impact.
and they'll want to do things that align with their values.
So golf courses that go green,
They might have an edge.
it's like the industry is realizing
Realizing what?
that sustainability and growing the game go together.
They're connected.
Now, with all this tech talk,
Yeah.
is there a risk of losing the heart of golf?
You mean the connection with nature?
The challenge, the tradition.
That's a valid concern, for sure.
It happens whenever tech enters a sport.
Right, but I don't think it has to be one or the other.
You think tech can actually enhance tradition?
I do.
How so?
Well, look at GPS devices.
Okay.
They can help you plan your shots.
Understand the course.
Even track your progress.
So you're saying it's not about replacing the old.
Not at all.
It's about using tech to make the experience richer.
To complement the tradition.
I like that.
And let's not forget the social side of golf.
The camaraderie, the conversation.
Exactly. Tech can't replace that.
True enough.
All right.
But with everything changing so quickly,
It's hard to keep up.
what does the future of golf even look like?
It's an exciting time to be a golfer.
I'll give you that.
We've seen tech personalize training, make the game more accessible, and even drive sustainability.
And you think there's more to come.
We're just getting started.
So what's one prediction you would make?
Based on this year's show,
Yeah.
I think we'll see the lines between physical and digital golf blur.
Blur. What do you mean?
Imagine mixed reality experiences.
Okay.
You could play a virtual round on a famous course.
While physically putting.
Yes. Or picture AI-powered caddies.
Giving you advice.
Real-time swing analysis, course strategy, even putting tips.
Like a virtual coach.
Right there with you.
That sounds incredible. But is there a risk of golf becoming too expensive?
Too exclusive with all this fancy tech.
Yeah.
It's definitely a risk,
But
but I think the industry is aware of that,
aware of what?
of the need to make things accessible.
For everyone.
We're seeing companies create affordable options
Simulators, training aids.
with high-tech features that anyone can use.
That's good to hear, because it would be a shame if all this innovation only benefited a few.
I agree.
Now, before we wrap up, let's go back to those AI-powered caddies.
What about them?
They sound amazing, but also kind of intimidating.
How so?
What would it be like to actually use one?
Okay, picture this.
I'm listening.
A small device attaches to your bag or belt,
Okay.
uses sensors and AI to track your shots,
And then
give you advice on clubs, strategy, putting, all of it.
So it's like a virtual coach following you around.
Exactly.
But wouldn't that be distracting for some people?
It depends on the person.
Some people might love it.
Others might prefer their own instincts.
But at least you'd have the choice.
That's the key.
Choice and personalization seem to be the big themes here.
From how we practice to the equipment we use.
The future of golf is all about tailoring the experience.
To each individual golfer.
And that's pretty empowering.
It makes golf more welcoming, more engaging, more fun for everyone.
No matter their skill level.
Or back.
That's a great point. So, as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
we want to hear from you, our listener.
What are your thoughts on all of this?
This tech revolution in golf.
Are you excited about it?
Do you have any concerns?
Tell us your predictions.
Your hopes and fears for the future of golf.
Will we see drone caddies or holographic courses in our living rooms?
Who knows, maybe.
Anything is possible. But
Yeah.
one thing's for sure.
What's that?
The world of golf is changing, and it's changing fast.
It's like a total transformation.
Shedding its old image
Embracing technology, sustainability, and inclusivity.
is pretty exciting.
It means golf can reach new people, you know?
Inspire new passions.
Make the game even more enjoyable.
For everyone.
So I want to ask you, our listener,
What stood out to you?
after this deep dive into the 2025 PGA merchandise show,
What are you most excited about?
is it the personalized training with VR and AI?
The eco-friendly courses? The new equipment?
Maybe the unexpected partnerships?
Bold fashion?
Whatever it is.
We hope this deep dive has sparked your imagination.
And got you thinking about the future of golf.
A future full of possibilities.
We can't wait to see what happens next.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Into the heart of golf innovation.
Until next time,
Keep swinging.
keep your minds open to the ever-evolving world of golf.